Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Robbie from Believe in the Run,
Jarrett from Believe in the Run.
and you are watching The Drop Live, episode 29.
29, it says it.
Oh, it
right
says it
there.
right there. There we go. That works. Anyways, thanks for watching today. Thomas will not be joining us today. He's doing his own thing. He's taking a break from today. Hopefully, you're watching, Thomas. We love you. We miss you. You're our Valentine. Today and every day, I would say.
Yeah, and you should come answer the door later because you might have something waiting for you.
Wow, I didn't even do that for you, so I apologize. But anyways, for those of you who don't creepily stalk Thomas, I will tell you not to do that because he won't enjoy that. But anyways, although he's not here today, he did review a few shoes this week that we're gonna get into. Right off the bat, there's a bunch of new offerings from New Balance that we're excited about.
Yeah, it's a good time to be a New Balance fan.
Yeah, especially for this guy.
Yeah.
And if you've watched the show before, you know Jared has it's not a disability, right?
No, it's not.
It's an ability.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of like a superpower.
Yeah, it makes me unique.
Which is, what's your superpower, Jared?
The 2E wide feet.
The 2E wide feet. Which, there's a lot of you out there. There's a lot of mutants out there.
Dude, I've had people messaging me, asking me shoe advice and all this stuff, and it's been empowering.
Dude, the X-Men Academy is going to be full. Going to be really full next year. But before we get into shoes and stuff, I guess we can just get into shoes. I was going to talk about some other stuff, but let's just get into shoes.
Okay, well, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, I forgot we're a shoe review site, so that happens. Let's start talking about the New Balance FuelCell TC. So you haven't actually run in the TC yet.
No, I have not run in the TC yet.
Full disclosure, I haven't yet. Either because Thomas and Megan got the shoe. They're the standard reviewers for Believe in the Run. But I edit all the reviews and post all the reviews, so I have a pretty good understanding of what went on. So anyways, so this is the New Balance FuelCell TC. Obviously, you probably saw it in our video card. It's a pretty shoe.
It is. It's very pretty. It's got that iridescent midsole, which you can't tell in pictures. But
Maybe, do you think if I showed up here?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Well, we'll get over it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Can you see it? Okay. I mean, in my opinion, there's been this recent trend of these white shoes, and it's clean, and I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. But continue with
So the New Balance FuelCell TC. At first, we thought it was the carbon plate like racing shoe, just because we didn't have a ton of background info on it. But when we were at the running event in Austin in December, we did see the RC, which is the racing version. So TC stands for training and competition, while RC stands for remote control car.
Yeah, right.
No, racing and competition.
Which I thought that TC was going to stand for Training Companion.
So I did see someone post that, but
right?
We officially from New Balance said, at least their PR person said training and competition. So I'm assuming that's what it actually is.
Okay.
They should do.
I'll trust them.
Maybe it's Racing Companion just to throw everyone off.
Yeah.
That's what they do. So, anyways, this shoe is it's more of it's a training shoe for sure, but it can definitely pick up the pace. Obviously, if the competition's in the name, it can transition over well to races. Adrian, one of our other reviewers who also reviewed this shoe, she did a 15K race, I believe, in Texas, and she got second place overall. So she loved the shoe. She thought it picked up really well when you're transitioning more to faster paces. It does have a really nice thin and breathable tongue under here. The uppers, same thing, really nice and breathable. That was Thomas and Megan and Adrian also love the upper. The stack height is 30 millimeters with 10 millimeter drop, so 20 millimeters in the front, and obviously that comes way under the Olympic stack height. It's actually pretty high. Didn't we measure it on the outside? It was like 40 on the outside or something.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's measured though by like the center.
Yeah, it's measured. So if anyone is wondering, and I can't remember if we talked about this, the measurement that they take for the stack height for World Athletics is 12% from the heel, from the back of the shoe, and then directly in the center. So, and that includes the midsole. to the outsole. So this came in at 30. I'm not sure what the RC is. We've seen photos of it. We don't have that in hand yet, but I'm guessing it'll be a little bit more of a stack height. This does have a carbon plate running through it, the same way that the RC will. And I think for Thomas and Megan, that provided that extra stability and nice pop off the forefoot from that. So
yeah, I know I believe they were coming in at under 10 ounces, like 9.7 ounces or something like that.
Yeah, for Thomas's size 10.5, this was 9.9 ounces, and that is, got it, 281 grams. One of the things that he said, or that everyone said, was that despite it being a little bit of a heavier shoe for a trainer, they thought that it felt a lot lighter underfoot. Now, I think a lot of that weight comes, there's a decent amount of rubber on the outsole right here, from the midfoot to the forefoot. But they said they didn't notice it as much as they thought they would. Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, with like that 9.7, 9.8 ounces, yeah, it's not what 5.5 to 6 like some of these racers, but it's still pretty light.
Right, and we're getting spoiled with all these like super light shoes these days. So all things considered, it's really not that bad. And they did appreciate the way that the carbon plate did provide some of that push off. So other models like the FuelCell Rebel tended to be a little more mushy. You've worn the Rebel, right?
Yeah.
So I know you haven't worn this yet. You're gonna try it out this weekend, but
yeah. I mean, I've put these on my feet, and shockingly, they didn't feel bad, which is weird, because looking inside the midfoot, it actually comes out as opposed to the Nike Vaporflies, which, I mean, you look at the bottom and the center is about 1.5 inches across of outsole.
Yeah, it's pretty thin down there.
So I was able to walk around in these. I'm going to try to run in them this weekend, but this is like one of the weirdest sensations in terms of how soft and bouncy this FuelCell is. It doesn't feel like, I mean, the Rebel felt like a little bit firmer, if I recall. I haven't compared them at the same time, but this is like I'm walking around. My stability issue is a concern here because I feel like I'm like
a little uneven.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess you'll find out this weekend.
I'm wondering if the plate is going to add some stability to keep it, I can't be, it won't torque too much.
Right. So I guess, that's something that you can definitely, you'll have to report on that next week for sure.
Yeah.
And by the way, I did see a bunch of people commenting on here. And also, if I don't get to all of your comments today, it's a little, it's just two of us, so it's a little more difficult for me to read everything and not be totally awkward. So I did see in the comments that someone asked if it was on sale yet. I know someone picked them up this morning, but I think it's now sold out. It appears that someone was on the page and said they've sold out. So.
I was looking, I don't know when they went for sale, but if you can search men's, it said sold out. Women's, there was like a size 6.5 left, and that's it.
So what time was that?
This was maybe like 2 hours ago.
Okay, wow.
So I don't know when.
I think they went on at midnight. Someone said they were on like 3 a.m. and they were on there. So I don't know. So sorry if you didn't get some. I'm sure they have to be releasing them, I don't know, in a few months. Now, by the way, if you are interested in the RC, which is the racing shoe that is not out yet, we did get a release date on that. That's March 24th, which, funny enough, is right in time for that cutoff to make the Olympics. So for World Athletics made the ruling that the shoe has to be available to the public 4 months in advance. So that's basically like the day, like 4 months before the Olympics. I think maybe like opening ceremonies. It's July 24th.
Widely available. I'm telling you, that can just be.
So it's widely available in that it will be online, but New Balance said it's going to be a limited release. So get those mouse fingers, do some push-ups with this pointer finger to get that mouse clicking.
I mean, I can see it, like, obviously we have no idea how many will be released, but I don't see why widely available couldn't be 20 pairs per size, and then release more later.
It could be.
Yeah.
So and by the way, the RC, which I don't think I wrote this anywhere else or told anyone this, Even though it comes out March 24th on wide release, once those pairs are sold out, it's not going to be available till the fall, like September. So if you're not getting them in March, you got 6 months.
I'm telling you, these companies have good lawyers.
Yeah, they know what's going on. So I don't actually know when this will be like wide release. So
Re-released
into the wild.
Yeah, I mean, now that they've got them out, as you've seen with the RC, there will be no rush. Like, they can go back to kind of taking their time. There might be tweaks here and there.
Yeah.
But that's kind of my thoughts on that. And
someone asked if this could be like a New Balance's take of the Zoom Fly. I would say you could probably put it into that category. I know there's a lot of Zoom Fly fans out there, the original, and I think Thomas can chime in here because I think he's watching if you disagree with that, but I think that would be a comparable shoe to this, although obviously this has a carbon plate. It's a little bit different, but about that same weight range.
And then what's the cost? I mean, this is 200.
This is
which
200.
Is nothing to balk at. I mean, that's still getting.
Well, like that, you're getting into on Arc'teryx money then. Like,
yeah, right.
If Patagonia had a shoe, you're up there. Yeah, for New Balance, it's definitely a little bit of the higher tier.
Yeah.
If you are looking for a pretty unique, cool shoe, like fun sensation, I think you can go for it. But yeah, it's pricey for sure.
Yeah, I'm so excited to try these.
I know.
This is like the first.
You literally haven't shut up.
This is like
2 days.
the first carbon shoe that I potentially will have ever run in.
Yeah.
I don't know what's it like. I don't know. I might BQ next week.
Yeah, just on a normal everyday 5K run.
Yep.
You might do a 5K marathon and BQ in it.
It might happen. I might be so excited. I don't know.
All right, let's see. Someone asked if we're getting the Saucony Endorphin shoe sooner. I have heard yes, but I have not confirmed that with Saucony. I mean, for sure you're getting the Pro sooner because there's no way that Jared Ward's not going to run in the Endorphin Pro if he makes the Olympic team. So that's definitely going to have to be out at this point within the next month.
They had a ton of pairs at Trey, so like.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm pretty sure that at the running event, like just the shoes that they had there, they could just put online and be like,
yeah,
this is our wide release.
Disregard the fact that everyone tried them on.
Yeah. So if anyone's wondering, any of the company's racing shoes, like they're gonna be out, and people totally balked at us when we said that the Alpha Fly was gonna be out before the Olympics. It's like citing production and just turn around. I'm like, dude, trust me, Nike knows what they're doing. They're gonna have the Alpha Fly out. Like, could you imagine Galen not running the Olympics in the Alpha Fly? It would never happen. So,
yeah.
I don't know. But if he makes it. Anyway, so they had their bases covered. All the other companies are definitely going to have their bases covered. But I think other than New Balance, we just got Saucony. Brooks is already out. Obviously Nike. The Adidas, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about the Adidas.
I just saw the Tennicerto.
Oh, did they post something?
He had a video. I feel like he was holding it.
He may have been.
Could be making that up.
We're never really in on the Adidas train. Like,
I couldn't read the comments because the translate only works for what someone writes.
Yeah. So you did your best Portuguese.
Yeah, which isn't great.
Gotcha. Sorry. So anyways, as far as other shoes, I don't know. I think every other company will have their carbon racer out.
I think one of the ones that people still don't. When is the Hoka coming out potentially?
That's okay. That is one. I know that the Rocket X is, like, it's definitely going to be out. Like, they're kind of being a little cagey about it, but I've been trying to hit them up more and more. And, I mean, they're promising us, they're like, we will let you know. But
I wonder if it's just going to show up like the Skechers did on their website. They're like, oh,
like
by the way,
Elite.
This is out.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, wait, huh?
From what I've heard from wear testers, though, like, it's going to be legit. So, like, super, like, I think under 6 ounces.
Jeez.
So in that, like, Speed Elite range. So that's what I'm really excited for. And it's nobody's talking about it either.
Because no one really knows anything about it.
Yeah.
And the people that do are doing a really good job at
and like
being quiet.
Scott Fauble is definitely one of the contenders for the Olympics, and he will be running in it if they have it. So.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Someone asked that the Hyperion Elite and Tempo will be on sale on the Brooks website on the 29th. Yeah, that's true. the tempo was originally supposed to be released in June for the Brooks Hyperion tempo. I believe it's being pushed back to the 29th. I know for sure that the Elite will be up there on the 29th. So yeah, those will be for sale. The tempo, I think originally will only be in the black colorway, but check out the white colorway because that's gonna be dope. And like I said, we love the Hyperion tempo. The Elite wasn't for us, and it's probably not for a lot of people, but it'll probably work really well for an Elite. So that's for our chunk of runners. The Elite just wasn't happening for us. We really love the tempo, so if you're our Brooks fan, you should definitely pick up that shoe. It's one of the best shoes in a long time.
Yeah.
And obviously we have that video review up, both those video reviews up, so check those out too.
Yeah, and then the tempo I think is easy for them to recreate with their other brands to update, like the DNA Biome
Flash
logo.
Yeah, take it from Biome logo to Flash. So, but anyways, let's move on to a few other shoes.
I was wondering real quick, are any of these shoes that they're rushing to get out going to be on like other? Is it solely going to be direct from the company?
Like, I don't know, because we haven't found out from Running Warehouse, who we usually partner with and do affiliate sales with, but they haven't had obviously the fuel, like, I mean, it's sold out on the New Balance website in 2 seconds. So
it would be weird to see. I mean, like, I don't know if local.
It sucks for us because we don't get like any. Like, that's kind of how we stay alive. Is the sales help us. So like a $200 shoe would be great to get some commission from.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, let's move on to some more New Balances, since you're like the New Balance guy right now.
Yeah, and when it rains, it pours. Yeah. New Balance. We'll start.
Okay, yeah, start with that.
With the 860 V10.
Dude, I'm gonna be straight. Like, the 800 numbers and stuff, like, it's
confusing me.
It's like whenever I tried to call all those 800 hotlines when I was a middle schooler and my parents got charged a ton of money. I got them all mixed up.
Yeah.
And then I got in trouble and grounded.
Having names, it makes it's so much better. Like the 86 numbers it's confusing. They have their whole method. I think 6, like the lower the numbers, the more stable, and the higher, like.
I mean, I should clearly know this, but I just like.
Yeah. I've read it and I just keep forgetting it.
Well, then there's like the 5280, which is like obviously the mile shoe for 5280. They should do an 867-5309 version.
That would have to be a big shoe.
Yeah, that'd be big. All right, anyways, continue.
So the 860 is one of New Balance's stability shoes. It's pretty, I mean, compared to, the 870, I think the 860 is going to be a higher stability shoe, more dense, the midsole True Fuse foam. But I kind of was looking it up because I was curious about it, and it seems like the True Fuse is kind of a rather old. I feel like they're kind of moving on to the next thing, and
that could be true.
But
everything can't be the most modern.
Yeah, I mean, I really like this shoe.
Good. Did you wear the previous version of this?
No.
Like the 860 V9?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But it's a bit heavy of a shoe. Mine came in. When I say a bit heavy, I can tell you.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, because it was so heavy.
Like over 11 ounces?
Yeah.
Okay. Over 12 ounces?
Yeah.
No.
You want to weigh it?
Okay. You're not joking.
But I also realized that I think when I'm used to some of these stability shoes, they're really, really stiff, and you get that slapping feeling when running, and they're really loud, and you're waking the neighborhood up on your morning run. These were like shockingly smooth, which, I mean, I love. I hate, like.
Holy crap.
12.8 exactly. Exactly.
What's for 10.5?
10.5 2E, so cut out maybe half an ounce.
That's not light.
It's not light, but it ran so much lighter than it felt. It was one of those shoes. I really liked the engineered mesh upper from pretty much the midsole forwards. This 3D molded heel collar. I had some heel slip. It's a little weird, and the top of it, it's a little bit flimsy, which without a pull tab is kind of hard to get on. But I mean, this is for someone who wants a stability shoe and someone who doesn't need 20 pairs, like, you know, all the people who love to get every single shoe out there. This is easily a shoe that can be your one in the arsenal.
Okay. Now, how does it compare? I mean, we might as well bring this up.
Yeah.
Because this is also another stability shoe. Is that
No, neutral.
Yeah, don't know what I'm talking
See,
about.
right?
Yeah, like I said, I just give them the New Balance, the 800s, just say have at it. So
Yeah.
I would have found out once you wrote the review, though.
It's weird because, like, the midsole looks, you know, so much newer and fancier on the 880.
Right.
But the upper looks so much fancier on the 860.
Yeah, I do like. I don't know. I do like both of them though.
But the thing, well, this is a hypoknit upper, and
Okay.
this is the engineered mesh. But honestly, like the heel collar being a traditional heel collar, really nice, especially after going from like this, like,
Yeah. It's
you know,
like
flimsy thing to an actual padded heel collar.
the return of the
The return of the heel collar. This was, I'm blanking on the weight, but
We can line it up.
11.5.
So it's not like crazy light for a neutral.
No.
For a neutral trainer at
But-
all. It's heavy.
When I said that that's using the True Fuse midsole, this is now in the 880, the Fresh Foam X. And
Right.
apparently the previous iteration of this used True Fuse, which is why I'm like, this is clearly an old midsole.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Yeah. So how did you like? How does the Fresh Foam X compare to you with Fuel Cell?
that's a interesting
Like-
thing because I was trying to think about it. This is cushioned. It's really nice. I mean, I think that the Fuel Cell is like, it's almost a little denser,
Okay.
but it's definitely more like responsive.
I mean, it
way
makes-
more energy return.
It makes sense because it's fuel cells typically for like the faster models.
yeah,
So and like the Fresh Foam X, that's also used in like more, right?
yeah,
Like the super high stack shoes.
yeah. And it's used in the 1080 V10, and
Right.
then I believe it's going to be in the Beacon 3.
Okay.
Again, another shoe. I love this shoe. This is a workhorse of a shoe. This can be used at all times. I was doing a treadmill, a little faster, you know, not like racing fast, but running a 7:30 mile
Okay.
in this, and it felt great.
Nice.
Like, it's so cushioned.
That's
and
pretty solid for 11
for a
and half pound
heavy,
shoe.
yeah, for a heavy shoe that's looks like what a shoe used to look like.
Right, yeah, like a normal running shoe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's stylistically, it's nice though. I like it. It's a good looking shoe.
The only complaint I had was the tongue is very big, but
Yeah.
it's just a little annoyance.
You
Little
never
annoyance.
did like big tongue.
And again, I mean, there's a ton of outsole, so you're not slipping and sliding. And for people who like stability like me,
Yeah.
it's a wide enough base that you're not kind of rocking too much.
Do you know if the Fresh Foam X is EVA? I always forget that. I feel
Off
like
the
it is, but I can't. I'm sorry.
top of my head,
someone asked
no.
it, and I totally am blanking right now. There's so many. Like it's
Yeah.
hard to keep track of how many.
It's getting confusing.
We'll get back to that on you, Justin, since you're one of our Patreon members.
Yeah, we
Thank you very
promise.
much.
130 price tag, which I think is back in the range of a normal shoe.
That's nowadays it's pretty typical.
And then I don't see, you know, why this wouldn't last again as one person's main running shoe.
yeah,
Could be recovery days. This could be long run.
just daily.
Not really, obviously fast miles, like
Right.
a workout, but it's a workhorse.
That's
And
good.
that's kind of in today's crazy age. No one's wearing, you know, vapor flies for recovery days.
Right. Well, there probably are some people out there wearing. Some people wear them for recovery days to Starbucks.
Yeah.
And I know we covered this last week and stuff, and we'll have the written review up pretty shortly. This is also the New Balance Fresh Foam Tempo, which has replaced the
Santi.
Zanti, yeah. And Thomas has gotten a lot of miles in these. He does really like it. It's kind of an interesting shoe that it almost with all these like other shoes coming out that have the Fuel Cell Rebel. The Fuel Cell Rebel, but then you also have the TC, the RC. It's almost doesn't fit in anymore. It's such a traditional shoe that it's a little bit of fast. It's a little bit of cushion. It's kind of everything, but it almost doesn't fit into a place anymore in the family.
Which
I don't know.
Yeah.
He really did like it though. So and he'll talk about it more next week because we'll do like a written review and everything.
I mean, I think that like this is a shoe that I would appreciate because the Fuel Cell Rebel, I only like going fast in that shoe. I don't like, slowing down. That's like my track workout shoe or my 10K or lower. Because again, that Fuel Cell, if you heel strike, it's not that stable.
Right.
And the Fresh Foam, I mean, I don't know how firm, because there's not that big of a stack height it looks like in that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I loved the Vase, and if that's looks similar in my opinion to this, and this is only 110.
I think so. It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, bring back the low shoe prices. We like that.
Please do it.
$200 is a lot.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, you can sometimes get 2 shoes for those.
Yeah.
But are you getting an awesome looking shoe?
It's true.
It's called Fuel Cell TC. Okay, so let's talk about. I forgot to talk about this. A written review of this is up on the site. This is the Skechers GOrun 7 Plus Hyper. Not as insane as a lot of their names for shoes, but it's still kind of ridiculous. So Thomas reviewed this shoe as well as Matt and Dave Ames. And so this is basically sorry, I'm blanking. This is like one of the update to the Skechers GOrun 7. It's that in between shoe between this and the 8. So the 7 came out last summer, like last June or July. And the upper kind of sucked on that shoe, and they basically revamped the entire upper on this, where it's really nice now. Thomas loved it, Dave loved it, everyone loved it. It really dials into the midfoot and just a nice fit throughout. Tongue's really nice and thin, and just is able to lock down really well. Obviously, it has the Hyperverse midsole, which is for real one of the best midsoles out there, if not the best. As far as like a general, just daily training shoe. It's just a really nice overall shoe, and we're really excited that Skechers updated it. This colorway isn't out just yet. I think it comes out
It's
like
just like a gray colorway
weeks.
that's out.
Yeah, it's like the worst.
Yeah, that is a colorway that would be out in wide.
It is. It's like a mall colorway.
See? That's exactly what would be out in wide. Looks like the same thing. Come on.
A classic gray wide. Hey, you wide foot people, here's a bunch of gray crap for you. But this is a really nice shoe. I think Thomas compared it to maybe the Nike React Infinity. Also I think he also did say the Zoom Fly. Check me on that, Thomas, if I'm not correct. But yeah, just a really good shoe if you're looking for something that's more reasonable but will last a bunch of miles.
It was Matt that also reviewed that, right?
Yeah, Matt Kucharski, who's one of our newer reviewers. He hadn't actually run in Skechers before, and like most people who hadn't run in Skechers before was like, for real, Skechers? And then when he experienced it, he was like, damn, this is sweet
Skechers.
shoe. Yeah. He said it reminded him a lot of like the React foam, or like a fresh pair of Epic Reacts. So yeah, it's a really nice shoe, and decent outsole coverage with the Goodyear rubber out here.
Something I've kind of wondered though is with taking, I love the fact that they're taking a shoe where everyone loved the midsole, but the upper had a big issue, so they completely redid the upper to make it way better. And it seems like now people really like this. But now there's a GOride 7 Plus and a GOride 8. So why?
Yeah.
It's almost like
No. This isn't. So that's why it's confusing.
So
this is the GOrun 7. There's a GOrun. There's a GOrun Ride 7, and a GOrun Ride 8. So it's kind of like, that's why it's confusing. So like GOrun is kind of like the overall, the umbrella, and then there's like the ride, the MEB,
This
whatever.
is like, it's like I'm in like calculus class and I'm just kind of staring at you, but nothing's going on in here.
Yeah, you have to do that GIF. That's like the math GIF of like that's basically what you have to think about when you're thinking of the names.
If you want to make me feel really stupid, just talk about all the different Skechers, and I'm like,
GOrun, Go MEB, Speed 7.
I was trying to explain like one of them, the difference between two of them to Allie, and I was like,
dude, you can't fit it into a tweet sometimes. It's insane. Like we have to do the story of tweet stories. Yeah, I don't know. It's anyways, we always talk about it.
People love Hyperburst.
Yeah, and Hyperburst is great. Let's move on a little bit. Oh, let's get the weight on this, by the way, which actually I haven't written down. So sorry about the sound on the mic. So yeah, that shoe, the GOrun 7 Plus Hyper. Dude, please don't let me say it again. Comes in at 8.6 ounces or 245 grams. So it's actually, and that's for a size 10.5. So you're looking at 8.2 ounces. It's a nice light shoe.
I saw, what's the Vanquish? Am I making that up? What's the new Skechers that's really light?
The Horizon Vanish.
Yeah. That is like, it's like you're just lifting up.
Yeah, it's like 6 ounces. It's like
piece of paper.
It's insane.
It's like that was, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's So, and this, if you're wondering, the drop, it's 4mm drop, 19 in the heel, 15 in the front. Math.
One of those Vanish is like
Vanish.
3 of these.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of true. It's close.
3. Yeah,
it's close. Honestly, actually, speaking of 3 of these.
Hey, it's just me now.
So no, I know we legit talked about this like a couple weeks ago, but this is the Hoka Stinson Mid Gore-Tex version. This legitimately is 3 of the Horizon Vanish. Don't run in the shoe, but this is like the most comfortable boot probably I've ever worn, or shoe. It's insanely comfortable for the winter. It's obviously waterproof, but I've been wearing this around all the time.
It looks really worn, so you're not lying.
Yeah, I'm not. Weirdly enough, the grip isn't super great on it. There's no Vibram grip on this, which there is Vibram on like the Hoka versions. I mean the Speedgoat versions of the Gore-Tex boots. But it is like crazy comfortable to walk around in. So this has been my go-to winter boot, and it's been nice. But it literally is 16.5 ounces.
Well, yeah,
wild.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but anyways, that's there for just comparison. And let's do one more, which I'm just getting some miles in right now. So this is the and Megan wanted to say for the Horizon Vanish, it's actually, she said, under 5 ounces for the size 10.5, which seems impossible. Maybe we gotta get this scale recalibrated. I'm just kidding.
For the Vanish?
For the Horizon Vanish, 5 ounces.
You didn't weigh that on the Vanish.
No, but Megan just texted a message in the group.
Hi, Meg.
Yeah, it's technology.
Hi.
So this is the Arc'teryx Norvin LD2. I think we brought it up a little bit before. I've been running, got like 10 miles in it so far. They're a really nice shoe. Like I took it actually just like on a city run, but it was pouring rain. This is one of the quarter runs. It was like the other day. Remember that morning? It was like torrential downpours.
I wanted to go to Starbucks and I refused to walk across the street.
So I went running for like, I don't know, an hour in that, and it actually was really nice in those scenarios. I love the profile of this. It's like very thin throughout. Really nice traction, just kind of a fun shoe to run in. And this one's also pretty light for a trail shoe. So this comes in at, so it's 8.3 ounces for a size, I don't even know, a men's size 8.5.
It's still pretty
it's not
light.
bad.
Yeah,
For a trail shoe.
Yeah.
So there's not much to it, but pretty, like, definitely a durable upper with some overlays here. It's a nice shoe, and so I'll try to get some more miles in this, and we'll have a review up soon. And then lastly, we just got these in today, which is super dope. So Jaybird has their new Earth-proof earbuds out, and damn it if I didn't forget to put the affiliate link in our description. But so if you've had the Jaybird Vistas or Beastas, or you've gotten that you've probably gotten the ad on Facebook. Let's be honest. they're our favorite earbuds. Like Thomas and I wear them all the time. I literally wear them every day. And they just came out. I mean, look at this. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but it comes out like one of those nuclear reactors in, wasn't it in The Rock when Nick Cage like has it and he's like trying to like not drop it, or I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the right movie. Can someone please confirm that if it was The Rock? And anyway, so completely unnecessary, but I love it. And I don't know if you've seen the Jaybirds, they're really nice. So there we go. So these are completely fully waterproof. Like you can submerge them for 30 minutes in up to 3 feet of water, and they'll still be waterproof. I love the magnetic case. It's just like so much fun, and it holds. The battery life's insane. It's like 8 hours per earbud, and then 10 hours of charge in the case. So you basically have like it's like 16 or 18 hours.
I love that there's like the little like rope that you can attach it to, because the anxiety I've had with my AirPods and losing that little floss little container.
Oh yeah, man.
It's not worth it.
I feel you. I had a freak out moment. I thought I lost these yesterday, and they're just under my car seat, like the rest of my life. So,
well, it's convenient that they sent that.
Yeah, I found them though, so it's all good. But yeah, anyways, we're pretty excited. I guess not necessarily to try them out, but that they're out, I'm kind of like if you haven't picked up a pair, these are a really nice pair to grab. So.
Well, now if I go,
but wait till we put the link in the description so we could get an affiliate.
I remember I was looking at the pair Thomas had at his house, and I opened it and I pulled a pair out, and I know that he's a little bit of a germaphobe.
Yeah, you could say so.
And I pretended like I was gonna put it in, and he screamed no and just grabbed it.
That's probably why he's like stoked they came. He's like, I can get all that Jarrett germs off the last one. Which, fair enough, man.
Oh, I started using the chili blanket.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
Oh man, I've never used a weighted blanket before. It's nice. It makes you feel really good.
Yeah. I feel like, does it make you feel like you're gonna die? Because I feel like if I had a weighted blanket on me, dude, what if you wake up with the sleep paralysis thing, and you wake up with the weighted blanket on? You're definitely not getting up.
No, it's almost like, it's like you're having a rough day, and someone like is holding you and being like, it's all right.
Oh, okay, so it's like having me there with you.
Yeah, it's just constantly just laying on top of you, like with dead weight.
Whatever, you don't need me anymore. Okay, Jared.
But the nice thing is that, as the chili stuff does, it heats up and it cools down between, I want to say it's like 55 degrees and 110.
That sounds...
and because it's so heavy, obviously it's going to get hot.
Dude, it'd be pretty dope. Have you come back from like a cold run, like a winter run, and been like, oh, just
no, because the blanket like is so like soft and nice that I don't want to get it like dirty. It's like, it's beautiful, but it's definitely not, because it connects to the cube thing. And if you have seen the chili blanket and pad and all that before, you know what I'm talking about. It's cube that's like that big that the water cycles through to heat it up and cool it down. I'm kind of nervous that, like, you know, if I was to fall asleep on the couch with it and get up and in a daze walk over to the bed with it, and all of a sudden it's pulling out the wall.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, water's going everywhere.
The whole apartment is flooded.
Well, yeah, and then it gets electrocuted and stuff.
And then you have to throw all your stuff out and move, and then you're homeless.
Damn
and
it,
become a drug addict, and then your life's over. All because of chili.
But yeah, it's not the thing that you would take back and forth, but to sit there on the couch with it on like a cold day,
I like it, or a hot day, get the temperature down to 55 degrees. We did. I think we have an affiliate link for that. Shoot. So I'll have to put that in there. Anyways, all this stuff's great. Like, this is clearly all stuff we use too. So it's not like we're just trying to sell you stuff.
Yeah.
So we will have a review of the blanket soon as well.
We will.
Anything else? What are you doing for Valentine's? Are you doing anything for Valentine's Day?
We tried to get a reservation at a place that opened up in a building.
The old George Washington didn't work. Didn't work to get in.
We called like a week ago, and they were full.
And then
So I think we're just gonna try to go and sit at the bar, go in at like 6 o'clock, and if they're like there's no room, we'll probably just start crying
and then give them the the old Abe Lincoln treatment.
That, and if that
Usually-
doesn't work, I'm gonna say, do you know who I am? And just hit we'll see what works.
Yeah.
But
I like
if
it.
not, we're going to McDonald's and.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with getting like the treasure chest of McNuggets, like maybe a few sauces lined up. Dude, if you get like the Chick-fil-A sauces and then line them up with the McDonald's McNuggets.
Did you say the Chick-fil-A? We keep joking about it, but I'm pretty sure that Chick-fil-A does like you at some of them for Valentine's Day. You can like make a reservation there.
I think you're right. I think
I would love to do that.
It's not the worst idea.
No, it's not.
I mean, yeah, talk about like maybe even get like they probably have like a micro platter that you can get.
I think you can get like a nugget thing in the shape of a heart.
Dude,
I mean, that's the way to my heart.
Probably like a peppermint like milkshake. I'm just dreaming right now. Maybe mix in some like.
And it's Friday, which means Chick-fil-A's open. We don't have an affiliate link for Chick-fil-A.
We don't. We'll work on that. Imagine if Valentine's Day was on Sunday. Like, you'd be done for.
Yeah.
It's not. So we're good. But yeah, so check out the nugget suggestion we just gave.
Let us know if you made a reservation for Chick-fil-A.
Dude, I think I'm gonna go. There's this like real divey bar over in Dundalk, and they have so tonight Dying Breed is playing. If you haven't seen them, you probably haven't. Neither have I. But they're pairing it up with a crab cake platter.
Ooh.
With two sides.
What are you getting? Fries.
Dude, fries for sure. I don't know.
Double fry.
Maybe double fry. Probably go with a little coleslaw. And it's at the place is called Phillips, so it's kind of deceptive because there's like the real Phillips,
the trap
in the Inner Harbor, and then there's the dive bar Phillips with live music from Dying Breed while you're eating your crab cake. I'm pretty sure you can still smoke in there, like. So I don't know. Maybe even if you're in there anyways, you're getting secondhand smokes. You might as well light up a couple. But anyways, so that's what we're doing tonight.
Yeah.
By the way, we haven't talked about shoes for like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah,
So
I mean, if you have
don't know how
questions
that
about
went.
shoes or life or The Bachelor or 90 Day Fiance,
Dude, he's all on that. So for real,
Trash TV.
Either ask him now, ask him in the Believe the Run Facebook group,
or if you have questions still about
dude,
shoes.
I will say real quick, I have been watching Cheer.
It's amazing.
It's pretty awesome.
Jerry, everybody needs to be Jerry.
We need Jerry on the show. Can we get him on here?
No, he's like he's
Dude,
like
he's
Ellen
past there.
DeGeneres. He's way past.
hosting the Oscars, whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, we could get like one of the minor characters, maybe.
We
I don't
could.
know. Let's see about it. I kind
I
of
don't
want.
know.
What's her name? The coach. I just want her to be like my role, like my mentor. Be like, just tell me what to do.
I would be so
Yeah.
upset if I disappointed her.
Yeah, like me. I'll do baskets all day for you. I don't even know what that is, but she tells the kids to do it, and they do
Everyone gets hurt.
it. They do. I was like, man, these are like, they're gonna be like in a wheelchair
Fragile.
like next
They're
year.
a little fragile.
Yeah, I fit like right into that fragile zone. So
Yeah, you'll be the basket people that get thrown up.
I think I could do it. I missed my calling. Why am I here? Why am I here?
Dude, there's no shot Thomas is ever leaving us again.
Well, it's a community. There isn't. It's a community college. Do you think Navarro like would take me at my age?
They would, but you would not make the team.
Well,
That's like
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyways, so hopefully you enjoyed this episode of The Drop. I don't think we have anything left for today, product-wise or gear-wise. So, anyways, we'll be back next week. We got some more shoes coming in. I think when's the 20th? That's like there's like an Adidas embargo that lifts in like 6 days. That we got some new Adidas shoes coming in that we can show you, which are pretty sweet. It's not the Adi Zero Pro, in case you're wondering. Is it? No, it's not. But anyways, thanks for watching us. Remember, definitely subscribe to us, like this video if you liked it. If you're still watching, sorry about the last 10 minutes, or not sorry. And then obviously like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and join the Believe in the Run Facebook group. If you really love us, join our Patreon, link down below. And shout out to our Patreon members out there, Justin, Steve, Johnny, the big old boys coming into the $25 level. That's legit. I mean, I respect it.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Means we can go back to Trey and provide some great content.
Yeah, or just take it all and go to Phillips and get a crab cake platter and watch Dying Breed.
Yeah, you can decide if you either want to see, you know, the new shoe releases or try to eat like a dozen donuts and who can eat them
Dude,
first.
I bet they'd be stoked if we just bought a ton of donuts and for our Patreon members and just said, let's just have a party.
People like that.
We'll throw it out there. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next week.
Yeah. Look at all the shoes. There's so many of them.